This is the VK-2801 German Tier 6 light tank. Started in the far corner on Siegfried's Line. I'm just doing a peripheral scout here through the city to see if they have any penetrators. Unfortunately, I was lit, and now those three tanks have potential shots, but I'm moving fast enough it's going to be very difficult for them to put any fire on me. So now I'm going to break vision and I'll tuck into these buildings for a moment and get a read on the field. So, there are two friendlies down at Joker 2. I'm going to try and cut across the field and hopefully give them some courage to get their guns up front, so then we would have a decent opportunity to clear the field for the friendlies.
One of our tracks is damaged.
So I took a hit from range and a second one just missed me. I took a cheap shot, probably not going to hit and didn't. I'm going to go find some hard cover and hope that my friendlies move up to help. Well, my friendlies are now moving up. Unfortunately, I don't have a good spot to fire from here, so I will have to hold off for a minute and wait until I get a little bit more help. This is not a good bunker to really fire from. However, I can get some good spots through these bushes. And it looks like they've got a man trying to run over to support. I'll get a couple of shots on him. Well, it's time to go now. Can't allow that light to be overrun. Friendly light. Just going to have to weather the fire that comes from the enemy on their ridge. They've got a Chaffee escaping right now. Chaffee's now down, so I'm going to press up to the base of the hill where the TD is at, and I'm going to go at him in a zigzag line so he has to traverse. By pressing forward, this has kept this TD lit, which is allowing my friendlies to put fire on him. So now I'm under his gun depression, so I can start to look to flank. Here's some nice hard cover with some bushes, so I'll stop here and see if I can get any shots. So they're already exposed in the field. We should be able to clean this guy up quickly. Unfortunately, it looks like we've lost handily in the city, and they're now pressing most of their tanks along the low line of the city. So I'm going to have to escape, and hopefully their quicker tanks will get to me sooner than their heavies, and I will have an opportunity to pick them off one by one. I'm going to check the zero line, and if it's clear, I'm going to press up to the top of the hill with all the foliage on it, which will give me a good vantage point. And I have good camo, so I should be able to get one or perhaps two shots off before being addressed.
Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
The enemy light tank made a good move by diving into the city. There's no reason for him to try and challenge me. The Hellcat's now arrived and will be somewhat of a threat. If I can drive past his turret, I will be fine. Unfortunately, he popped me pretty good. Now I'm going to drop down and break vision and take a little look on where I think their tanks are going to be coming from. A little surprised they didn't show up there, so I'll go take a look at the zero line. The 12T's arrived. He thinks I'm going to be an easy kill. I am low health, but I have a decent position to work from.
Enemy armor
I didn't face my armor well against the 12T, but I'm getting a little lax here because I don't see any way to win this game. With that being said, I'm not going to just sit here and be slaughtered by heavy tanks. I'm going to try and run back and perhaps clear our cap and kill their capper and string this game out as long as I can. As long as your tank's still alive, you have an opportunity to win. So I've never been one to go hide in the corner typically. I've essentially run the full circuit of the map and come back to my starting point now. I have this tank spotted, so I'll get one shot to pin him, and now I'm lit. Luckily, he missed his shot, and I just bounced mine. Any element of surprise is gone now, so I'm simply going to charge this guy and try and use the terrain to protect my tank. Luckily, that just damaged a track. So I'm going to drive directly at him. I've now tracked him and cleared the cap. If I can pull off a circle here, I'll have a chance to kill this guy. Unfortunately, it looks like I've gone too wide on him, and that is the result. Interesting game, went flag to flag, unfortunately did not end in a victory. VK2801 is a fun tank, and with the two new tanks that come off the branch, I suggest you pick one up. Good luck on the battlefield, and don't suck.